is a travel day, and we are in the David Crockett Birthplace State Park. So here's I don't know the name of the river. I always do that. I get out here and start talking and I haven't looked into what the name of the river is yet, but this is the river we're staying by. So yeah, this is about an hour and a half away from the house, and we kind of just got here. Park is kind of small, I would say. I would call it quaint and very good, easy egress and ingress. I happen to be in a pull-through site with full hookups, and it is right on the river. And then there's the store over there. There's a little store with just basic stuff. And then this strip that I'm on over here, this is where the RV sites are with full hookups. And then down at the end here, they've got some sites which are just 30 amp and have electric and water. So that's it. It's kind of a small park, but getting in and out is real easy. If you take one of these sites that offer the full hookups, it's pull-throughs. So you just come in on your back road there, pull through, just circle on to get back out. Limestone, Tennessee is in the very far northeastern tip of Tennessee. Tennessee kind of comes to a little point, and we were right up against the North Carolina border, and then above us to the north we had the Virginia border was right above us. And the park is new. It's a newer park, so the facilities were very nice. It was a nicely laid out, clean park, just like you'd expect in a state park. And the highlight of the park is this David Crockett Birthplace commemorative area. I mean, he wasn't actually born right there, but this area is set up to commemorate his birthplace. And so Kelly and I went on over there to check that out. So this is the actual David Crockett Birthplace. They've got all this authentic, period correct stuff that one would have had back in the day. So here's the cabin. So Davy Crockett here, it looks like he had himself a tiny house. This was his replica cabin. They had a little replica working farm kind of a thing, which was supposed to represent what it would have been like back in Davy's day. So they also had some good trails at the park. This one trail went down right along the river, and there was a bend in the river right where the park was, a big bend, and it created these little rapids, I guess. And so that was always that sound of the river the whole time. You could hear it kind of churning the whole time you were there at the park, which was neat. And then we headed into Limestone our second day there and found a restaurant we liked, so that was good. And then it was time to get it packed up, and we were headed up the road to Douglas Dam Tailwater Park. We were going to be heading to Kodak, Tennessee, and gonna check out this park. It's right along the tailwaters, right at the back tailwaters of a dam, and so we were interested to see what that was all about. So Limestone was right near the Cherokee National Forest, and our next destination, which was going to be Kodak, Tennessee, it was closer to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park and right outside of Pigeon Forge, actually. It was about an hour and 17-minute drive away, so I was trying something a little bit different this time. I'm going to do some park hopping, and when we hop from park to park, I'm only going about an hour and a half each time. So this was something different. Very leisurely way to park hop. When you build one of these big hydroelectric dams, you've got to have a way of controlling the water. You've got to be able to release water depending on what's happening upstream. If there's a lot of rain, they release more water at times, and at times they release less. So the whole area down below a dam, it's kind of dangerous, because if they have to, they may release enough water where it actually does some flooding down there. And so you can see the dam. It's way over there underneath that bridge. It's at the far end of the park, and the park is situated obviously a little bit ways back from the gates, but you can see over there there's like a limestone wall where they kind of etched a big channel in, following at the back part of the dam. So we didn't go over there the first day, but the second day, once we had a chance to get settled in, we went over there and got a little bit closer to the dam itself. So here we are, obviously at Douglas Dam. Pretty impressive. As far as the campground goes, it's all situated right there along the river, and the sites are all back in, and none of them had full hookups. So the campground was just what it was. It was just right there along the tailwaters, and there's no hiking, there's no trails or anything like that. All there is there's this road, nice flat level road that leads over to the dam itself. It's about a mile from the campground, and so of course we went and checked that out. And then the other thing we learned about tailwaters, when they design these things, they do things keeping birds in mind. Like, they want birds to live there, they want birds to thrive there. We noticed these things one day when we were over there. Looks like they might have been sitting waiting for some fish to come swimming by. Looked like they might be trying to get them some food. But we did see all different types of birds. It was really good birding. Looks like here's an old turbine they had out front. Wow, so here we are up at the top of Douglas Dam. This is their upper observatory. They have a couple of different observatories. We're going to go check out the lower observatory here in just a second. So driving up to the top side, we're able to see the French Broad River, which is the river that's dammed up here. Interestingly enough, that we live right near the French Broad River in Hendersonville. It flows through North Carolina and on up into Tennessee. And Wikipedia says that this is believed to be one of the oldest rivers in the world, based on the dating of some rocks they've found. And it likely predates the Appalachian Mountains, which it says that the river was there first and then it was lifted up with the mountains as they were formed. So, okie dokie. We were going to be staying here in this area for 2 days, and so tomorrow we were going to go check out the Pigeon Forge area and see what that was all about. So we will check you guys next time.